Previously on Libel the Bible.
I promote Bell and the Dragon.
We clumsily unpack fusion.
I use Brittany Griner as a litmus test for friendship.
We discuss trailers for trailers.
I learn what a shiksa is.
Scott complains that Jews are the last people you can't make fun of.
Moses instructs the Israelites on some of the rules of war.
And war.
And sex.
And now, episode 52 of Libel the Bible. Scott's been ready.
And Rusty's been overthinking. I'm Scott.
I'm Rusty.
And this is Libel the Bible.
Yeah. So I haven't been happy with the last couple of episodes because of the echo. We've moved into a new studio that was like pretty barren and it has concrete walls, but Scott really did an awesome job today when I came over. He has like all these buffers up against the wall. He's got like sheets hanging up. He's got, I don't know, like plastic. What is that? What's that from?
It's garbage. Like everything in here is garbage.
So whatever.
It's one of them things that you put on the floor for like, it's like a little like half-inch foam.
It's like a play mat that like you would lay out for kids to play on, but like a really big piece, like a 2x2 piece of it. He's got like, you know, just like drywall. He's got like, you know, I mean, he rigged up like, you know, sound dampeners, and it definitely sounds better. It's still nowhere near perfect, but definitely A+ on like the effort.
Yeah. By the way, this comforter right here, I sleep on my couch with this some nights. So like,
that's pretty fucking funny. All right. Oh, and to the audience, I'm sorry. Every once in a while, you might hear a sound. That's me banging into the drywall behind me.
No, that's a insulating foam, hard, stiff insulating foam.
There you go. It's insulating foam. So every once in a while, you might hear me banging into that. I apologize.
Fucking hey, man. We gotta get some money out of yo. Let's plug the Patreon, man. We need some money here. Literally, because I'm working in other parts down here, and all this shit's it's been stuff that I move every time I'm working because it's in my way. Mm-hmm. So I figured let's kill two birds with one stone. Throw the garbage in here while I work out there. So, yeah.
Oh, so I thought you just did a nice thing, but you were just like
no. It was two birds with one stone. Yeah.
You could have just stopped at like the nice thing.
Yeah, but it is pretty much all garbage. Yeah.
No, hopefully it works.
It'll be better. The more work I get done out there, the more we can put stuff in here, like permanently. Yeah. Like we get a whole thing. We should get a whole thing of like these celebrity candles, like they have at a church, like piled up in like a pyramid. So we don't stop with T-Swizzle. We find more annoying celebrities we don't like.
I mean, honestly, we should just get like more than just like one religion, right? Like we can get like other shit.
What do you mean?
I don't know, like get like Buddhist shit and like Hindu shit.
You think they have like a Kanye West Buddhist candle? Like
no, not candles. I'm saying like, or like a candle holder, you know, like one of those like Ganesh, like the elephant like god. Like get like, right. You know, a candle holder of like Ganesh.
Yeah, weren't you that dude that fucking you made a Ganesh lamp in fucking shop class and you pulled on the trunk and it didn't light up?
So that was me.
That was you.
And then I decided to kill myself
with a flare gun. Yeah. That was a good movie.
Breakfast Club. You're dating yourself.
Yeah, I would date myself.
I'm surprised they don't have a remake of that. They're remaking everything else from like the era that we grew up in.
I think that movie's too much of a classic, man. Not that it wouldn't take somebody like have the balls to remake it, but
come on, like a new like Gen Z version of the Breakfast Club. It's perfect.
Could you imagine how many people were in that Breakfast Club? 5 or 6?
Like 5 or 6.
Can you imagine 5 or 6?
5. 3 guys, 2 girls.
The jock,
the criminal, the nerd. And then the preppy girl and the freak.
The freak. Oh, it was only 5. It seems like more.
Yeah, no. That's it.
All right. Take 5 random kids from a school that age and throw them in detention and see if they look up from their phones even once to talk to each other. At the end of the day, they won't know who the other 4 kids were in the class, in the fucking library. The library. Let's start with the library.
They probably wouldn't be allowed to have their phones, though, right?
No. What? The libtards would go crazy. You can't take my kid's phone. What if there's a fire? What if there's a terrorist attack? What if I got to tell him to bring home bagels?
Yeah. Any teacher that would like give detention to a student now would be like put on administrative leave.
Oh, for sure. Oh, because my son's Asian? Yeah. That works.
I mean, I don't know about that. That escalated quickly. Cut that.
Yeah. And what would they? How would they react when the first kid goes, "Does Barry Manilow know you raid his wardrobe?" Who the fuck is Barry Manilow?
I do have to say, like, I'm completely out of it at this point with like youth culture. I don't understand youth culture.
Is there youth culture?
I think so. I mean, there's got to be. But when I say I don't understand youth culture, I do not want to sound like these fucking kids today, because I'm fully aware every single generation complains about like these kids today are different from when we were kids. Every generation, the clothes they wear, the music they listen to,
sure.
right? So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like there was a point up to which like I understood. I wasn't into it, but I understood. And I have now like crossed the event horizon, and that's it. Like,
so you're not judging. You're freely just saying, I don't understand it. I don't know what it's about.
I feel like for the first time in my life, like now I'm feeling old.
All right. I think that's fair. And I think what's going to happen, I think as your child gets older and becomes like a late teenager and a young adult eventually, I think you're going to probably bond with him in a way that you're not bonding with him now. Like once he's a young adult, and I think you're going to be exposed to younger things, and you're going to be back in the game, man. You'll be right back in it.
Yeah, I'm saying my son is 8. I'm talking about like
10 years from now, you're back in the game.
I'm talking about kids like 19, 20, 21, like that, like youth culture, like
but
those kids.
But to your point that you mentioned a couple episodes, who knows when, why like you're not even exposed to that culture. Like you have no in that culture, right?
But that culture sort of creates a lot of the zeitgeist.
Of course. Day. Yeah, you're getting old.
So it's like, so I want to be like in the know. I want to be in the loop. Like I feel like, look, the one thing I have going for me is like I know a little bit about a lot of fucking things. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because I'm a fucking control freak. So like I gotta know. I want to know what you're doing in there.
So why don't you just jump out of your car with some random 18-year-old girl walking by, grab her, shake her, and go, I want to know about you. I want to know you. That'll go over well. I said 18.
I mean, it's a thought.
It's an annoying thought, just gnawing at your brain all day long.
So I'm just conceding that it's over for me, man. And I guess like I'm grappling with that.
You think it's going to depress you?
Well, I don't know if it's going to depress me. Plus I've been thinking about it. It's not like it's just come to me.
Right. Well, depression takes time, man.
No, it's not depressing me, but it's definitely something that you have to come to grips with.
All right, you're square.
I'm just saying.
Do you remember the scene in Pulp Fiction when Uma Thurman tells John Travolta not to be a square, and she makes this, she draws, and
it's
a
rectangle. It's not even a square.
Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
Yeah.
Don't be a square.
I got to
Well, she doesn't say square, actually. I think she says,
just says, don't be a.
And she drew a rectangle, yeah.
So, like, she's putting that thought into your head. You know, she's making you think square.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the problem, Scott.
Maybe she made me think a lot of things in that movie.
Yeah. Like what?
Like drink a milkshake, skinny bitch. Sorry. Let me take that back. No, I'm sorry.
Why are you body shaming?
I'm sorry. I should not have done that.
You should not have done that.
I should absolutely not have done that.
She's probably like a really nice
I'm
human.
sure she is.
Probably disconnected from reality.
She doesn't know the difference between like coke and heroin. Like, right? Isn't that what happened in that movie? Didn't she snorted the wrong drug?
Well, she assumed it was cocaine because why would she assume it was heroin?
I don't know. Why would you assume that, like, take drugs out of some other person's pocket that you just met and just fucking snort them?
I mean, they had a moment. She was feeling like they were simpatico, and she was like, "Oh, this is perfect." Like, because remember when he picked her up, she was upstairs watching him in the camera, and she was fucking doing blow. And then at the fucking diner, she went into the bathroom to do blow.
Yeah.
So
I think she would have been nicer to do it together then.
Man.
So doing like why? Let's think about that. Snorting his stash while he's in the bathroom. Yeah. What was she gonna do if she didn't get fucking OD'd? Like wrap it back up and hope he didn't notice that she took some of his shit?
No, I think
while I was in the bathroom, I stole your shit.
I think they were good at that point. Where all
right. You ain't even good at that point in my life. Don't be sneaking my stash.
I think that night, that was the whole point of that scene. They wound up having this connection where it was even though they had just met that night, by that point in the evening, because that's what he's in the bathroom, convincing himself he's got to fucking take off. He can't fuck her because
right, yeah.
You know? Yeah. You're going to go in there, you're going to say,
going to go home, jerk off,
right.
And that's all you're going to do.
Right.
Well, maybe we'd be more in the zeitgeist and we stopped talking about 30-year-old movies.
Well, what are movies now? Marvel movies?
Oh, my God.
There's no more movies.
The new Avatar movie, I was like, you know what? I never saw the original. So
come on, man.
I watched the original over the weekend.
I haven't seen the original.
It's about 3.5 hours with the director's cut.
Uh-huh.
I got the DVD if you want to borrow it. It was it
was sounds like we're in a submarine.
Might be flooding here Friday.
I changed the notification on my everything today. All right.
Anyway. Yeah. So maybe you're being excluded from the assembly due to your age, man.
From what assembly?
The assembly
of God.
Deuteronomy 23.
Yahweh's assembly.
It goes into those excluded from the assembly.
No.
People who don't know a fucking modern movie in 2022. Yeah, Marvel movies, they're what do you call it? A commitment. They're all 2.5 hours. And I don't know what's going on in half of them, man. Literally, I don't. And it's not my age, because I got a dude that's older than me at work that gave me a whole bunch of, I got a box set of Marvel movies, on discs. And, are you watching them? And he can give history, fucking of everything. But that's his thing.
In many ways. See, when I say movies, I don't mean those. Those aren't movies,
a real
man.
movie.
I mean real movies. Like Goodfellas came out in the movie theater, and that was a good movie, you know what I mean?
Mm.
I feel like every good movie now is a horror movie. And I'm not into horror. But horror movies are where the political statements are apparently now. But
really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So Midsummer, you know about that one?
I don't know anything about it. I know even less than you know. Yeah. So, man, let's talk about those excluded from the assembly. Deuteronomy 23.
You really want to get to the crushed testicles.
Dude, I'll read the first one, man. So, I've been a little bored with Deuteronomy. I think I got a little juicier last week. And I think this is some good recap right here. No one whose testicles are crushed or whose penis is cut off shall come into the assembly of the Lord.
All right, so that was Deuteronomy 23, first verse.
Mm-hmm. So my question is, let's work backwards. Shall come into the assembly of the Lord. Does that mean you can't come to church or wherever they meet, or you can't even be part of God's people?
Both. All of it.
Okay, so you can't even be God's people. So how many penises have been cut off? Is that a thing? A lot of people's penises get cut off?
I got to say, I don't know what they're talking about, unless they're talking about specifically, trans people.
Oh, shit.
Are there trans people or eunuchs?
I bet you almost all the eunuchs at the time were caused by, failed circumcisions. Some jerk that was drunk on the job and slipped. So I was getting a circumcision because you fucking mandated it. Your guy fucked up and cut my dick off, and now I can't come to church?
Right, well, you can't.
I need God more than anybody at this point.
You can't procreate anymore, so, you can't marry anyone,
Well,
we need to procreate.
The stuff that gets you pregnant don't come from the penis. It comes from the testes. Just find a way to get that shit out.
Right, but I'm assuming 5,000 years ago, they weren't aware of, the whole science.
Oh, yeah. Well, it wouldn't matter because no one whose testicles are crushed. I feel like we've discussed that.
There was definitely, this has been discussed, but apparently this is happening. Men's testicles are crushed and their penises are cut off.
And how would you know of either? I mean, you get your penis cut off in an accident, probably everybody knows. You have to move out of town because everybody's going to know that. But, how do you know? I got my testicles crushed in a fucking industrial accident. How do you know?
I mean, I don't know. I guess like.
And are they visibly crushed? Like if somebody looked at you, they could tell. Like the scrotum kind of hides like what the actual testes look like, right?
I mean, these are the important questions. I think that no one has ever considered.
You think when people read this, they just breeze by this shit, right? Oh, this makes sense. Yeah, this makes a lot of fucking sense.
People probably don't even read this part. Yeah. And the people that do read this part are the people that are responsible for delivering the Bible to the people that didn't read this part. And then they omit this part. And then when you tell people about this part, they're like, what? That's not in the Bible. And you're like, oh, yeah, that shit is in the Bible.
Not only is it in the Bible, it's in the first 5 books, which is the Torah, which is what these people are reading.
Yeah.
When I say these people, I mean these people in current modern days, right? People read the Torah, right? Like Jewish people actually study the Torah, right?
Honestly, I have no idea what the religious practices are. I don't know what they're reading.
Because, I mean, I hope the whole religion's not based on only the first 5 books.
Yeah.
Well, what's the Torah? Was that what the whole religion's based on?
So, bro, here's what happened.
Seems like a short story.
There's like the Torah, right?
Yeah.
And then over the course of like hundreds of years, rabbis assembled from like all over into like this university. And for hundreds of years, they pored over the fucking Torah and wrote like Judaic law based on like where they would have like debates. Well, in a situation where like, you know, your neighbor, you know, mows your lawn by accident, what should, and then they would have these debates. And for hundreds of years, they did it and wrote like Judaic law based on the Torah. What we're reading, yeah.
All right, I'm very interested to see after when Deuteronomy ends, like if I think I could start a religion just on the first 5 books. All right, that's all I got for that. So the penis can be cut. Only part of the penis can be cut off. Like God can have part of your penis cut off. The whole thing goes. You're not welcome. I just want to know where the line is. What if you just lost the head? So you still got the tube. And you like secretions can still come out. Like, does it have to be the whole penis, like flush, like you have a vagina, like you said, like it's a trans thing now? Yeah. All right. Well, let's. I think I want to engage in the next rabbi I see. I don't want to talk about this.
I'm glad you're asking the questions.
Yeah. Now, we can move on. Though,
Somebody needs to.
Yeah. We can move on to verse 2. Though you want to read?
No, go ahead.
Those born of an illicit union shall not come into the assembly of the Lord. Okay. Even to the 10th generation, none of their descendants shall come into the assembly of the Lord. Like, that's kind of fucked up, right?
Well, first of all, what's an illicit union?
I got to assume any of those laws where, like, you fucked the wife of your friend and you didn't get murdered for it, or, I don't know.
But a union denotes, like, marriage, right? So anyone born of a marriage that isn't approved of.
I took it as a sexual coupling.
Like those born of an illicit union. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, you're right. Yeah. No, you're right.
But is a union sex? No, union might be
It's
marriage.
an illicit union, like a coming together of, you know?
Coming
together. Yeah, you're probably right.
That's a myth right there.
So those born of an illicit union shall not come, right. So bastards. He's talking about, like, they're talking about bastards.
Okay.
You're born a bastard.
So for 10 generations.
Yeah, that's...
Like, you're creating enemies for yourself. Like, why not welcome these people? Oh, everybody hates us. Well, you just damned 10 generations of people.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, it's
a rough law.
I think it's short-sighted. I think this might lead to problems in the future. Maybe not first or second generation, but by the 5th generation, there's going to be problems here. Yeah. What do we got next? I got nothing else for that.
So, Deuteronomy 23, verse 3, moving along. No Ammonite or Moabite shall come into the assembly of the Lord, even to the 10th generation, because they did not meet you with food and water on your journey out of Egypt, and because they hired against you Balaam, son of Beor, from Pethor of Mesopotamia, to curse you. So that was like with the talking donkey, like that whole thing, I think. But, okay, this is like punishing German children today for the crimes of the Nazis.
It's insanity.
Yeah, like why? Why would you do that?
It's insanity, man.
To the 10th generation.
And don't they always say, like, Germany was treated really poorly after World War I, and like the next generation was still paying for it, and that's how they ended up being such an enemy to the world.
The
and,
Treaty of Versailles, man.
Yeah,
they got fucked.
Right. And it led to like problems, a couple of little problems down the road, and I think that's what we got here.
World War II was a continuation of World War I and how Germany was treated post-war World War I.
You know what? So during World War III, I don't want it to be called World War III.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 was a continuation of 1. It was obviously a sequel. Like World War III should have its own fucking.
It was like a 30-year ceasefire, or a 20-year ceasefire. Yeah.
Something. So it's definitely all right. So when the nukes go flying, we want to call it something else. And it just ends with, "You shall never promote their welfare or their prosperity as long as you live." It's harsh, man.
Like, what do you mean promote? Like, do like hire like planes on the beach to like do like the ads? You know, don't promote them.
Hey,
like buy time on our podcast. You know. Hey everyone, have you heard about the Ammonites? No one parties like them.
And you got the flailing tube guy.
Come on down to.
Never promote their welfare or their prosperity. Not nice. Or it could be maybe like someone goes, you know what? Maybe we give them a break after 7 generations. You can't do that, man.
No, 10 generations. It's very fucking specific.
Yes, right. And how long is a generation? What do we say?
It's like not how long. It's I have a kid. That's the first
generation.
generation.
Right. You know what? I was thinking because you mentioned Gen Z before. I was thinking like that type of generation.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Deuteronomy 7. You shall not abhor any of the Edomites, for they are your kin. I don't care about the Edomites. You shall not abhor any of the Egyptians, because you are an alien residing in their land.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wait.
That makes a lot of sense. So it's like the tale of the scorpion, you know, where the scorpion is like, and then it's like, why'd you sting me? And he's like, because I'm a fucking scorpion. Yeah. So that's what they're saying. It's like the Egyptians are not your people. So like it was expected that they fucking did what they did. You know, they were following their own like rules and laws. He's saying these Edomite fuckers, they got no honor amongst them. You know, like they're dishonorable.
No, the Edomites were fine. You're talking about the other ones, the Moabites and the ones from the previous.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Right.
So you're saying the Egyptians were assholes, but they were just following their asshole rules. That makes it acceptable.
Right.
Oh, I kind of thought it like, you know, we didn't probably have to kill all their firstborns. We didn't have to raise that ruckus. Maybe we should be nice to the Egyptians. Maybe we went too fucking far.
It's the best of both worlds, right?
I guess.
It's all that.
Yeah. All right. This one's shady. Yeah. What's that bring us to next? A whole new chapter, right?
I mean, if you want to talk about Deuteronomy 23, verse 10, I'm down for that.
Let's do 9 first. Just when you are encamped against your enemies, you shall guard against every evil thing.
Okay.
We had talked about that briefly before the show started.
So the title, the heading of this section is Sanitary, Ritual, and Humanitarian Precepts. So when you are encamped against your enemies, you shall guard against every evil thing. So when you go to war, right? Just be on guard for like anything evil. Temptation. Like don't sleep with like some like temptress who's going to like turn you into a pagan. You know what I mean? Like
so the evil you're guarding against isn't the evil of your enemy. It's evil within your own ranks, evil within yourself. Like don't be in the foxhole looking to rape somebody.
I think it's like whatever kinds of evil like will befall you in a war.
Right. Yeah, that's nice. We would need the Geneva Convention and shit.
I mean, it's like sort of, the first rule of war.
I like it. Yeah.
If one of you becomes unclean because of a nocturnal emission, then he shall go outside the camp. He must not come within the camp. When evening comes, he shall wash himself with water, and when the sun has set, he may come back into the camp. So we had a little bit of a dispute about this.
Yeah.
So to Scott, a nocturnal emission is...
A wet dream?
Okay, ejaculate. And I, for some reason, thought it was like taking a shit because later on they talk about, taking a trowel outside and burying the shit.
Yeah, I didn't know if 12 was encompassing of 10 and 11, or it was a separate
So
thing?
it follows, right? So it follows, right? So it says when evening comes, like after it tells you what you should do if you have a unclean nocturnal emission, the very next section, you shall have a designated area outside the camp to which you shall go. With your tools you shall have a trowel. When you relieve yourself outside, you shall dig a hole with it and then cover up your excrement. Oh, okay. So after you've, like, you know, stained your pants with, like, ejaculate, when you're outside waiting to get, like, clean, and you got to take a shit, make sure you have a trowel with you so that, like, you can bury your shit. I got it.
So I'm going to separate these two completely for a second.
Yes.
So the nocturnal emission, if you think it's taking a shit, that means you shit your pants.
It's not taking a shit, though.
Right.
You're right. It's ejaculate.
All right. And then the next one, I think 12, when it's like, you shall have a designated area. I think you ignore everything previously. You shall have a designated area outside the camp to which you shall go. And I think go clearly doesn't mean you go outside the camp. It means you got to go.
Right.
And that's where the term comes from. Yo, I got to go.
To which you
Go
shall
what? Go take a shit, just like in the Bible. I got to go. I shall go.
Sure.
So going is shitting.
Yeah.
Or peeing, whatever's coming out of you.
I like that you ask questions and answer them at times.
You have to sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes my brain's firing on all cylinders, so the
sure.
question's there, it's answered already. I don't need 1,000 fucking years gathering around in a tower with somebody discussing this. It's obvious they're talking about taking a shit. I guess.
If anyone knows about taking a shit, Scott would know about taking a shit.
Do you mean people have for thousands of years talked about these 5 books? It's just, wow.
What do you mean? This tells you about creation.
It does. Basically, because the Lord your God travels along your camp, don't be shitty. Don't have.
But honestly, what they're really doing is they're not really talking about these books. They're having like serious debates about Jewish like scholars and philosophers like Maimonides and like some of these other guys that presented philosophical views of the laws, you know, so like interpretation. So it's kind of like studying Supreme Court decisions to understand like how like scholars view our Constitution.
So they're not running over this book 1,000 times. They're running over scholars
they're trying to perfect
had interesting things to say.
Correct. Okay. So a lot of reasonable discourse amongst Jewish scholars and like rabbis is that.
I think once we're done with the first 5 books, I think I might actually want to engage with like somebody who like studies this shit. Not even studies, maybe just a lay religious person that reads the Torah.
Well, why even like when we're finished? Like we could just, you know.
Because I don't want somebody to say, "Did you read
like
Deuteronomy
a special
30?"
Episode.
No.
Well, we can only discuss what we've read. We can, you know, structure.
I want to get through Deuteronomy because all the answers might be in the last verse of Deuteronomy.
Oh, we definitely have to get through Deuteronomy because this is it. This is like the end.
Oh, I wasn't saying wait till we're done with the whole Bible. No, I just meant after we're done with Deuteronomy.
I think it's called the Pentateuch.
The what?
The Pentateuch, the first 5 books.
I thought it was the Torah.
The Torah, the Pentateuch.
Penta meaning 5.
Right.
Oh, look at that. Talk meaning TikTok.
Time's up.
I was thinking about a funny video doing a dance. I don't know.
No, you keep thinking.
You want to get in the zeitgeist, man. All right, can I talk about TikTok for a second? Just for a second. I know nothing. I went out with some people I haven't seen in a long time. Probably 2 years, probably in 5 years. So we're at this restaurant / nightclub, blah, 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 blah. And there's a couple of people that were invited by somebody I didn't know. And nobody really knew these 2 people at the end of the thing, right? And it was a grown-ass man.
How many people in total?
Maybe 12.
And 2 people.
And 2 of them were like
10 people that know each other and 2 people just like that know one person.
Right, yeah. So they were at the end of the bar. I don't know how it happened. I'm not judging like why. Like, all right, you brought your boys, that's cool. But then one of them kept getting up, and he was a big dude, stocky, like muscular, like probably in his 50s, big dude, old school, big gold chain and everything. And he started getting up like during like the hanging out and looking at his phone and like rapping into it. So the girl next to me was like, "Yo, is that dude TikToking? Is that a grown-ass man TikToking?" I was like, "I don't know." By the end of the night, after a few drinks, we got to ask him. And then they ended up leaving, and I never got an answer. But it was just funny.
We should do TikTok.
I guess.
We
it was
can
just
like write
funny.
scripts and like act out like certain like scenes from like the Bible.
Well, it's already written. We don't have to write it. Just got to act them out.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I guess you got to screenplay it, right?
you got to make it funny. You can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess some of it is funny. When
I was watching Family Guy last night, and they had the story of Jesus. It's pretty funny.
Like the whole story of Jesus?
Well, in a half-hour condensed version with commercials.
Well, yeah. But I mean, the episode was devoted to the story of Jesus.
The story of him being born.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And they wrote one of the three wise men. Duh. Yeah. It's like required reading on this podcast.
Very good.
Yeah. But
So now you've heard of Jesus.
I did. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah, they were riding a talking donkey. Of course, the donkey was Meg. That Meg's face. All right. Let's move on, man. Let's keep it going.
You see, your love of Family Guy is why I don't know if I should recommend The White Lotus to you.
You shall not return to their owners, slaves who have escaped to you from their owners. They shall reside with you in your midst, in any place they choose. That's a little extreme. In any one of your towns, wherever they please, you shall not oppress them.
Yep. I like it. It's the opposite of the fugitive slave law.
Right? Oh, yeah. Wow. So these people were 6,000 years better than America.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because they were probably like, yo, man, we were slaves. So if someone escapes slavery and they come to you, you got to grant them their freedom.
Yeah, so escape their enemies, basically. Yeah, don't give them sanctuary. That would be fucked up. Our system cannot support the people that are coming in looking for sanctuary and all that stuff. What do we got? Deuteronomy 17, man.
None of the daughters of Israel shall serve in an illicit shrine. None of the sons of Israel shall serve in an illicit shrine. You shall not bring the fee of a prostitute or the wages of a dog into the house of the Lord your God in payment for any vow, for both of these are abhorrent to the Lord your God. All right. So when he tells the daughters and the sons that they won't serve in an illicit shrine, is that like a house of prostitution?
Oh, it's a hua house, yeah.
Okay. So the daughters can't be whores and the sons can't go to whores.
No, I took it as they're male prostitutes.
You shall not, none of the sons of Israel shall serve in an illicit shrine.
They're not saying don't get served. They're talking about serving. So, are they gay prostitutes?
Yes.
Right? Okay. Women don't.
You're absolutely
correct.
correct.
Pay for it? All right. And you shall not bring the fee of a prostitute. That's fine. No dirty money. If it's illegal to make your money that way, don't fucking pay for shit with that money.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Keep that in the fucking dark world. Or the wages of a dog. In the version I read on the phone, it didn't use dog, but it said meaning of Hebrew equals dog or something. And now, here we are, yo, that dude's a dog, man. Don't fucking hang out with that dude, man. He's a dog, man. Now we know. It's a fucking male prostitute from biblical days.
Right. A poon hound.
Yeah, you fucking call a guy a dog, he's fucking filthy, man.
Yeah.
Do anything for the putty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody needs to be fucking answering these questions that we have.
Yeah. Now you know why someone's called a dog.
What do you got?
You should not charge interest on loans to another Israelite.
Yeah.
Basically, that's cool. Yeah.
You want to move on?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, let's go on to Deut 24.
Oh, wait.
No?
I do have 21 highlighted for some reason.
All right.
If you make a vow to the Lord your God, do not postpone fulfilling it, for the Lord your God will surely require it of you, and you'll get guilty. This is basically just saying, like, don't write checks your body can't cash. Don't run your mouth making promises and then don't fucking come through.
Right.
Fucking say what you mean what you say, man.
Yeah.
All right, good enough. Yeah, we can move on now.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you got that one in, Scott.
After read, I don't even know why it's highlighted, man.
All right, so Deuteronomy 24, laws concerning marriage and divorce, blah, 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 blah.
Wait,
Go ahead.
Wait. When you said 24, I thought you meant verse 24, not chapter 24.
Deuteronomy 24.
Yeah, no, but we're on 23, verse 24. I thought you were jumping down to verse 24.
No.
So 24 and 25 are just quickly, like if you go into your neighbor's vineyard, you can eat all his grapes, just don't take any with you. Like you can't put them in a container. Same with his grain. Okay, so now I'm fast forwarding to 24.
Because you're going to be making like marmalade.
So basically you can go into your friend's vineyard and just like pop some grapes. And it's all right. All right, I guess. Your grapes are my grapes. Mis grappos, su grappos. Again, now we're on Deuteronomy 24. Now we're on the same page for real.
If you were my neighbor, like sneaking into my grapes, I'd be stomping my grapes with like my feet. And then like whatever you would have would be like from my feet.
Nah, see, I'd pee on my grapes. I would know to wash them before I eat them, but you wouldn't know. You'd be drinking piss grapes. You're like, these are good grapes.
So you see, man, that's what I'm saying. You're the kind of motherfucker that you're the reason for like Deuteronomy. That's why fucking Moses had to like stop all these people and like talk to them for like a month.
You're right. Stop.
Because a motherfucker's like you.
Dude's hungry, man. Just wants a grape.
All right. Deuteronomy 24. Laws concerning marriage and divorce. Go ahead, Scott. What do you got?
Rusty likes piss grapes. That's what I got. All right. Suppose a man enters into a marriage with a woman, but she does not please him because he finds something objectionable about her. So he writes her a certificate of divorce, puts it in her hand, and sends her out of his house. Smacks her in the ass and says, "Goodbye, toots."
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Maybe not today.
And then
Maybe
a boot to the ass.
She then leaves his house and goes off to become another man's wife. Then suppose
because like, you know, that's all she can do. Like she gets kicked out and like immediately just like runs to the house next door. Will you marry me?
Well, before the 1940s, were women even allowed to do anything?
No.
Yeah, so they had to get married. Yeah, dude, man, it's like you're making fun, but it's like kind of a.
But who would want to marry her? She's already had like a husband. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever her second husband is gonna be must be a real fucking disaster of a person.
Why?
Because he would take like a wife who's already sullied when there's already like rules for that kind of like shit.
Whatever. She then leaves his house and goes off to become another man's wife.
What do you mean? Yeah, whatever. I'm not talking about from your point of view. I'm talking about from like the point of view of an Israelite.
You know what? I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. For the time, it was a different time. Women are filthy after you get with them.
Well, look, this is basically what Make America Great Again is. Like this is what they want. Like, you know, this is the kind of world they want to like move towards.
Yeah, our president should stand in front of a church in the middle of a riot, like with an upside-down Bible.
Oh, he got charged. Well, he didn't get charged.
Recommendation for charges?
They recommended 4 charges, yes.
Well, the DOJ, just a bunch of lying assholes.
It was all
500 people that I hired testified against me under oath, but they're all lying.
Look, the problem is this. Like, that they recommended a charge of insurrection. Here's ultimately the problem. He talks out of both sides of his mouth. So he's like, everybody should go to like the Capitol, storm the Capitol. He's like, but you know, like, be peaceful. He's like, but really everybody should fucking like go and like, but like calm down. You know what I mean? So it's like he's like.
It's like a lawyer. He's like a legal document.
Yeah, he's giving himself loopholes.
Yeah, good for him,
Fuckface.
Good for him.
Fucking fat cunt.
Good for him, man. Does he have a smile, that dude? Do you think he's happy in any way, shape, or form?
No. His daddy damaged him so fucking badly, and he will never. He became president for his daddy, but his daddy will never know.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's
you know what I mean? Like, his daddy will never know that he became fucking president, man.
His 2 really cool sons know, though. I'm giving Barron a pass because,
man,
yeah,
Donald Trump is a shark in that he would just eat like his children to survive. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think he'd even eat Ivanka even not to survive.
He would
just for
gross.
Yeah, right.
Just that whole family is fucking disgusting, and everybody was like, "But Ivanka is like so." Yeah, she's the most well-spoken, which makes her the most dangerous because she's just like the rest of them. Don't let her fucking fool you.
Yeah, and you know what? None of the sons' wives scare me. Jared Kushner scared me.
Oh, he's a creepy, like, dead-eyed, just like, ugh.
He looks fake.
He's a ghoul.
Yeah.
He's a human fucking ghoul.
Yeah. Ugh. Hey, the children are off limits, even though they were employed in my administration.
Listen. Let's be fucking for real.
No.
Because apparently there's some people that listen to this fucking show occasionally that fucking disagree with our politics.
Really?
So it's one thing to say, I agree with Donald Trump's politics.
Yeah. Sure.
I agree that there's like a trade disparity between China and the United States, and fucking we need to impose sanctions and tariffs, and that's a debate that absolutely we can have, right? That's a political debate. Totally. You want to have a debate about, yo, man, this is the United States of America, and we don't want to have open borders. We don't want to just allow an influx of fucking people crossing into this country unrestrained.
Sure.
We can have that debate.
Sure.
These are debates we can all have, right? But when you defend this man at all costs, and by the way, throw away his mental illness for those policies, then you base yourself, okay? Because he is a mentally ill man, and you are fucking enabling this mentally ill man to continue his mental illness.
Yeah.
He is a malignant narcissist who will consume the entire planet to save himself personal insult. You know what I mean? Which he takes as injury. He will not allow it. He will burn the planet before he allows that to happen. And all these fucking idiots have enabled that.
Sure.
And the fact that they can't even admit that, you know what I mean? That's what makes them base. You want to have a policy argument with me? That's a debate we can have, you know? I hear what you're saying. I'll have that conversation. But when you wrap this man up as some kind of monarch or great man, what are you fucking talking about? You're fucking gross. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and don't pretend you haven't heard anything he said. Donald Trump is the president I've heard the most from, and probably everybody else has as well, because he had a microphone at 11 a.m. every fucking day during COVID. And you got to listen to his fucking nonsense every fucking day. And you still back him. Every day. I know more about Trump than I wanted to know about any president.
He would just like talk off the cuff during like a medical news conference or whatever, and just be like, or just, like something like bleach or,
Did you see when he went to like a lab, like of doctors and stuff, or scientists or something? And he started to go, oh, my uncle, very, very fine doctor, very fine scientist, like John Trump. Yeah. So people don't believe me when I understand this stuff. Wait a minute, because you have an uncle who was a fine scientist, you understand what's in the Petri dish? Like, shut the fuck up.
That was funny. He always does shit like that, right? He's like, well, I know like an astronomer, so I know that I can look directly into the sun during the fucking eclipse, which has been coming for months, and every news story has been, don't look directly into the sun.
You believe he really did that? You don't believe that was like a fucking picture that was fucking taken at a different time? And come on, man.
Look, the guy was the guy is not that bright.
No.
He's a bully.
That's what he is. He's a bully. People like that.
But he's a bully. It's funny because he's a bully he's like the guy who gets caught cheating. The wife will walk in, see his penis inserted into another woman, and he will deny it until the day he dies to her.
And somehow convince her that it's true.
You know what I mean? So that's like...
You know what you lost everybody? When you said malignant narcissist. Because none of his fans know what either one of those words mean.
Well, I mean, they should. And they know what I'm talking about.
Of course.
Anyway.
Of course.
And again, they have based themselves for this guy. That's nonsense.
Based? I'm sorry, you said that twice now. Based? What do you mean based?
Like the lowest like you've gone as low as you can go, you know?
Gotcha. Pretty much like this. Doing the bass, right?
Bass. How low can you go?
That's right. Death Row.
What a brother knows.
Yeah. They wouldn't listen to that music, man.
Again, you're dating yourself. See, man, this is why we're not in the zeitgeist.
Sorry, man. So it's yeah. So what are we up to? Laws concerning marriage and divorce. Oh yeah. So the dude kicks her away. Second husband kicks her away. Her first husband's not allowed to take her back.
All right. So her first husband, who sent her away, is not permitted to take her again to be his wife after she has been defiled. For that would be abhorrent to the Lord. And you shall not bring guilt on the land that the Lord your God is giving you as a possession.
Okay, so defile to me has a nasty, nasty tone to it, right? Is that what it meant here? Because, like, what's defiled about her? She was already, unvirginated by the first husband, we're assuming. So the second husband's having sex with her, too. What's defiled? What's defiled about her? Or am I not understanding the context of the word from the time?
Well, no, defiled. Like, she's had sex with another man.
Oh, okay. So, but they're not really giving shit to the second guy, though. The second guy, they didn't really give shit about that.
I think it's like one of those things where they don't think she's going to, like, come back and marry the second guy again.
So what about the third guy? It's all right for him? She's not defiled to him?
I'm assuming this is one of those, like, patterns where they'll say, like, because of this, we assume that it's the same thing for the second guy, and we assume it's the same thing.
All right.
That would be the argument I would make.
She should go out and get a job, right?
But again, listen, you got to keep asking these questions,
Somebody
Scott.
asked him,
Yes. You want to get into miscellaneous laws?
Well, what I found funny was...
really, I've got nothing.
Laws concerning marriage and divorce was only that. That's like the only law concerning marriage and divorce.
Was it just like over like kicking out a woman and
that was
her
it.
having sex with someone?
All right. How is there an entire like legal industry around divorce if it's only one thing in the Bible? It's like one fucking paragraph.
You see, man, it's a whole fucking system that they rigged up against us.
No. Miscellaneous laws is next.
Yeah.
Verse 5.
Yeah.
When a man is newly married.
Why'd you say it like that?
Oh, I thought you said. I thought you said like we're gonna brush through the next one.
I said miscellaneous laws. What do you got?
All right. Here's what I got. When a man is newly married, he shall not go out with the army or be charged with any related duty. He shall be free at home 1 year to be happy with the wife whom he has married. So you're not a draft dodger. Like your card gets pulled and you go get married.
What I'm seeing is a lot of like push towards like having kids. Like they want the Israelites to have kids because they need to like build up a population. You know what I'm saying? This
really isn't about his happiness. It's about we got to keep the fucking cranking out the kids.
Like kids, we need kids.
Okay, I like that. All right, so it's selfish of the state,
Again,
twisted around like it's being generous to the person.
So that goes back to like the guys with the crushed testicles and no penises. It's like we need like people who can like procreate. It's very much like what's going on in Russia now. Like Putin's been like promoting like this kind of shit. That's why he's like banning like gay marriage and like
that's why he's doing it.
They're cracking down on homosexuality. He doesn't give a fuck. What do you think? He fucking cares?
Yeah. Maybe if some of his like of age, like procreating age people weren't fighting a war in Ukraine, he wouldn't have to worry about this.
Man.
Yeah.
He fucked up.
Yeah, he fucked up for real.
All right.
What's next?
What do you have? You have no one shall take a mill? You have that one?
No one shall take a mill or an upper millstone in pledge. Well, I got a reason for it.
Go ahead.
No one shall take a mill or an upper mill in pledge, for that would be taking a life in pledge. What the fuck is a mill or a millstone that it's like equal to a life?
I don't know.
Is it the actual like a mill? What do you use? What do you do with a mill? A mill. It's a fucking old thing. Fucking it does stuff.
You like do grain with it, like you grind grain. Let's say.
Oh, and the millstone is probably what breaks up the grain. So no one can pledge you like a pledge. They don't describe it. A pledge is basically collateral, saying I'm going to pay my debt. Hold this.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't take somebody's mill because that would be taking their life.
Right.
Because they need to eat. They need to make their money off the mill.
You can't take away their livelihood.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, cool. See.
So if someone owes you a debt, you can't like stop them from working because then like how will they pay you back? You dumb fucking idiot.
Not only that, you're going to kill the fucking guy. Huh. But you know what? Sometimes people will be like, I don't give a fuck about the guy. So they do have to fucking probably rephrase it like you're not going to get your money if he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. What do you got next?
Nothing.
right.
I got the next one. I go all the way to fucking Deuteronomy 25.
If someone's caught kidnapping another Israelite and slaving another Israelite, then that kidnapper shall die. Yeah, that's reasonable. Yeah. Wait.
Go ahead.
First aid. Guard against an outbreak of a defiling skin... Here we go with the defiling again. Skin disease by being very careful.
Whoa. Let's not rush through it. I mean, since you landed on it, you may as well, read through it.
All right.
Go ahead.
Guard against an outbreak of a defiling skin disease by being very careful. You shall carefully observe whatever the Levitical priests instruct you, just as I have commanded them.
All right.
Remember that what the Lord your God did to Miriam on your journey out of Egypt. Fuck Fauci. Or don't fuck Fauci. It's the opposite of that. What happened to Miriam on the way out of Egypt? I forgot.
Miriam, that wasn't Moses' sister. That was Sarah?
No, Abraham was Sarah and Sarai. Wasn't that Abraham?
Okay. So who was Miriam?
I don't fucking know.
I don't remember.
But we have to. It says, remember what the Lord your God did to Miriam on your journey out of Egypt.
This is going to ruin our whole stay in fucking Canaan.
Dude, we have to fucking remember. I don't think people are going to take this fucking podcast seriously.
Yeah.
And our fucking dive into this. Mm-hmm. If we're like, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking remember. I don't fucking care. Well, then how the fuck can we judge? How can we judge everybody else if we're not fucking, someone's going to be like, what about Miriam? Remember what happened to Miriam? I'm talking on the street to somebody, and they fucking say that, and I go, duh, who's Miriam? I don't know what happened to her. I don't think that's good, man. But since neither one of us is going to look it up.
I'm going to say this.
All right.
I think you're being too hard on us.
Hard on us. Watch them comments.
I think for the most part, we have a lot of decent callbacks. We remember the main fucking parts. We remember a lot of the characters. We don't remember this woman at this moment.
Right. And you know what? What are the chances of this is the thing that's going to pull it all together?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Miriam probably got leprosy. And they had to fucking dump her fucking outside of town for a few weeks, you know?
Yeah, maybe she got exposed to radiation. Does that ring a bell? I don't know.
What, you think Data visited?
No, fucking Yahweh spaceship.
You know, Data with
that was a good episode. I like that episode.
Yeah.
I think. It's when they made trinkets out of his fucking radioactive shit so everybody got sick.
And then
that was
they
cool.
Eventually, attacked him.
Yeah, so now what's more practical? Leprosy, a disease caused by God, or some alien android carrying a radioactive briefcase?
No, absolutely.
Come on.
Of course.
What if God is Data? I haven't added what if God was in a while. So
we don't have what if God was an android?
No, I'm specifically saying Data, man.
Oh, specifically Data. I mean, it's very possible because Star Trek is a show that can endure and then eventually inspire someone like a doctor like Sunyan. Is that the name of the guy that invented Data?
Dr. Noonien Soon. That was pretty good, man. That was
Soon.
pretty good.
Yeah, all right. So it would inspire someone, and then they would name it Data, just like the prototype of the space shuttle was named the fucking Enterprise, right?
It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't originally, though. It was originally named the Constitution, and then they changed it to Enterprise to honor Star Trek. It was absolutely because of Star Trek that it got changed to Enterprise. So the USS Enterprise of Star Trek, they call that style of starship Constitution class. See the give back? That's some deep nerd shit right there, right?
That's like a nod and a wink right there.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Shatner wasn't there, by the way, when they fucking rolled the shuttle out in front of the cast. He had something better to do.
He probably didn't get paid enough, or wasn't going to be given something in his
I think he was George
his writer that he wanted. You know, he wanted the suite and
No, you know what was on the writer? That motherfucker George Takei better not be there. Apparently they didn't get along too well.
He went up into space to say "fuck you" to him.
Yeah, that's true. George Takei is gonna be the first openly gay guy in space, though.
Takei,
okay.
Okay.
Right,
Takei, okay.
Have you heard him say his name that way?
Yes, I heard him say that 100 times on Stern. Takei.
So why do people call him George Takei?
Okay.
So why do people call him that? That's just for fucking respect, man. If you know his name isn't pronounced
you call
that way.
Him that.
But I never heard him say his name.
All right.
So if you're telling me, and I can fucking base my fucking knowledge off a good source,
right. Why don't you just crack me over the head?
I might,
with that
man,
bottle of wine?
because you're fucking judging me. Why? Because there's still wine in there. Wait till it's empty, motherfucker.
All right, can we move on to Deuteronomy 25?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Wait, we did 20. We read 25.
Deuteronomy.
No, there's more. Wait, there's more. No.
You
24:14. You
scum.
shall not withhold the wages of the poor and needy laborers. Whether basically pay your fucking employees, Trump organizations. What the fuck? These people need their fucking money.
Which one was that?
Fucking Deuteronomy 24 verse 14. Pay your fucking laborers, man. At the end of the day. They didn't pay bi-weekly or weekly. They paid every day. Pay your fucking people. They need that shit.
Yeah, I don't even know why that has to be said.
Well, and he specifies the poor and needy laborers. You're right. If fucking you pay them enough, they can go a week without pay, like modern times, or 2 weeks without pay, like the rest of us schmucks. Yeah, pay your fucking people, you piece
Fucking
of
assholes.
Shit. I'm a jobs creator, but I don't pay you.
Yeah.
You fucking all right.
Man, this guy's triggered tonight.
No, how you skipping this? Parents shall not be put to death for their children, nor shall children be put to death for their parents. Only for their own crimes may persons be put to death. But I can't join the kingdom of God because my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather did something wrong. So this is a reasonable rule, but it should be extended actually
But
to encompass
also,
more.
parents can sort of lead their children to the gates outside and say that, they're drunkards and like ingrates or something and have them stoned.
Kid's 5 years old playing with a dreidel. He's a drunkard and a glutton.
See, so I don't know who Miriam is, but fucking I remember that.
It's important. It's important. Parents just don't understand.
Just accuse your kid of being a drunkard.
When you deprive a resident alien or an orphan of justice, you shall not take a widow's garment in pledge. These should have been two totally different sentences. So I'm just going to go, you shall not take a widow's garment in pledge. Verse 17. Same 24:17.
Okay.
So again, a pledge is something here. Hold this as a testament that I'm going to pay my debt back. So if you give money to a widow, you can't take her clothes and like look at her naked. Like you should totally be able to exploit that, right? Well, yo, you want this money? Let me see you naked. That seems reasonable. But all right, so apparently you can't do that.
Yeah. You think that's when the stripper pole was invented? Like, here, why don't you change on this? Stand behind that while you change.
Yeah, maybe. Remember that you were a slave in Egypt. Blah, 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 blah. All right. When you reap your harvest, don't take every last sheaf. Leave the shit on the ground for the orphan and the poor guy. With the grapes, if a grape falls, fucking leave it. Yeah. That's it. Now we're done with 24. So you did 25? I thought we weren't going to do 25.
Nah.
I mean, I read it, but I didn't take notes, I don't think.
I did 25. I just basically...
That's not what your text said. All right, so I'll freestyle this, man. What do you got?
I just highlighted the Levirate marriage.
Right.
I just thought, for whatever reason, like, it was funny. So, the Levirate marriage. Levirate. Levirate.
I'm assuming
the Levites.
I'm assuming the Levites.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like, how they would get married. So
I see why you like this one.
These are the priests. When brothers reside together and one of them dies and has no son, the wife of the deceased shall not be married outside the family to a stranger. Her husband's brother shall go into her, taking her in marriage and performing the duty of a husband's brother to her. And the firstborn whom she bears shall succeed to the name of the deceased brother, so that his name may not be blotted out of Israel. But if the man has no desire to marry his brother's widow, then his brother's widow shall go up to the elders at the gate and say, "My husband's brother refuses to perpetuate his brother's name in Israel. He will not perform the duty of a husband's brother to me." Then the elders of his town shall summon him and speak to him. If he persists, saying, "I have no desire to marry her," then his brother's wife shall go up to him in the presence of the elders, pull his sandal off his foot, spit in his face, and declare, "This is what is done to the man who does not build up his brother's house." Throughout Israel, his family shall be known as the house of him whose sandal was pulled off.
That whole thing was worth it for that last sentence.
Yeah. I don't even know where to begin. So first of all, we already had that situation in the Bible where the guy, God killed him, and then the dad was like to his other son, go fuck her. The guy didn't like her. He pulled out, remember? He finished on the floor. Yeah. She turned into she posed as a prostitute, got the father to get her pregnant, that whole situation. So I don't know why they're perpetuating that, because that's what they're saying should happen.
Well, I got to tell you this. Reading that ridiculous story last time, when I read it this time, obviously don't agree with it, but I understand. I think it seems almost like a noble thing. Like the dead husband, let his name live on. Let him just wish he fucking died early. But now forcing some dude and forcing some woman to have some other dude's son just to perpetuate a lie. It's a lie, basically. But I understand why they do it. But I like when the brother says, no, I ain't doing it. Throughout Israel, his family shall be known as the house of him whose sandal was pulled off. That's a mouthful.
I mean, the whole thing is hilarious where she has to go to the gates. It's always at the gates. What's going on at the gates? Is there a little strip mall at the gates?
Could you imagine a bunch of Klingons hanging out? I'm from the house of Moog. I'm from the house of Martog. I'm from the house of him whose sandal was pulled off. Would they kick his ass, or would they just be too busy laughing? Yeah. Klingons. It's all about the Klingons, man.
So, the whole, speech that she has to explain to the elders, she has to go and humiliate herself to get any kind of justice.
I can't. Man.
Can you imagine, a woman having to go to, these old men and be like, my husband doesn't want to fuck me.
No. My husband's... brother, my dead husband's brother
doesn't do his duty. Just...
Yeah, what I ain't
he's allowed to. It's okay. Just go and pretend whatever.
Do you think she's busted and he was the brother was like, yo, dude, you can't die, man. Dude, you can't die. I am not fucking this woman.
How awful can she possibly be?
6,000 BC? I don't know. You miss one shower? I'm not going near.
Oh, that's true.
They didn't really shower either, though. So yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
So that was it.
So just another random. You shall not muzzle an ox while it is treading out the grain.
Is that a metaphor for your wife too?
Yo, baby, you want to tread out the grain?
Don't muzzle me.
Was that maybe both hands on the back of my head and don't. That was gross.
Yeah. You know what I like, Scott? I like when you do visual jokes in an audio medium.
It's probably better for that. Better that way. All right. So various commands. Come on, you're skipping this. If men get into a fight with one another and the wife of one intervenes to rescue her husband from the grip of his opponent by reaching out and seizing his genitals, you shall cut off her hand. Show no pity.
We did that.
We did?
That was in Leviticus or something. They discussed it.
We did that that happened in real life.
Yeah. We talked about that.
I know. I remember the woman getting clocked if she ended up in the middle of the fight.
No, there was a section where if a woman tries to break up a fight and she touches the penis of yeah, it was. Well,
they wore pretty loose clothing, right? Loincloths and shit.
I don't know, but apparently it was a fucking epidemic of women grabbing other men's penises during fights.
Yeah, it almost seems like there was no need to have this law. You know who put this law in? The person this happened to, the one guy, that was kicking some dude's ass, and all of a sudden he's like, ah, and she had his fucking balls in a vice grip. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the guy who this happened to wrote this law. That's it.
Hey, Bob, you want to be on this committee? We're writing laws. All right. But on one condition, we have to have a law where if a guy is fighting and a woman grabs his balls during the fight, we get to kill the bitch.
Why, Bob? This happened to you?
I'm just saying that's the one condition.
Do you think it was like a law that was brought to the floor that was some pork that was tacked onto another law? It was armor for the Humvees and this.
And then they read it and they were like, man, fuck it, like, it's got to pass.
Yeah. All right. The other one is you should not have in your bag two kinds of weights, large and small. You should not have in your house two types of measures, large and small. Basically, it's like don't try and rip people off in transactions. We got that right. Okay. See, Russ, we have homework here. Remember what Amalek did to you on your journey out of Egypt. How he attacked you on the way when you were faint and weary and struck down all who lagged behind. He did not fear God. I don't remember Amalek.
Yeah.
He was somebody?
Amalek.
No, that was Abimelech.
Okay.
I thought that at first, and I did the song. I was like, nah, it's not Amalek, it's Abimelech. So was this
Amalek
a thing? I feel like he was a giant.
Amalek wasn't he the king who hired the talking donkey guy?
Maybe. All right, so Miriam and Amalek. Put it on the fucking notes. We need to discuss them.
All right, I'll do that immediately.
Well, that's it. I'm glad we did 25 because that was a little shorter than I thought.
Yeah. This is like our Christmas episode, sort of. It's gonna release on the 27th.
Oh, fuck.
What?
I thought we would do something special for Christmas, like with that in mind. I mean, you had mentioned it, but I thought like next week's episode for some reason was going to be, but this is going to be...
This is the Christmas episode, man. This is it.
You know what? Maybe the party will take place on our Patreon fucking feed.
You think so? All right.
So we better come up with something fast.
So these people just get like a coal in their stocking?
Yeah, fucking... They're not celebrating Christmas anyway, if they're doing the right thing.
All right. Do the right thing.
All right, peace.